Hi, welcome to the Real Estate Roundtable, where we discuss all topics real estate. I'm Nick Aarons.
Hey, and I'm Steve Crowley.
I'm Darren Shepard.
And I'm Jimmy Reed, and we're your hosts.
Welcome to the Real Estate Roundtable, where we talk all things real estate. Today I have Jerry Tucker. My name is Darren Shepard on the team.
Hey, guys.
So today we're going to be talking about, is it a good time to get into real estate?
It's a really good question.
From an agent perspective.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know that we've seen market slow down a little bit. Not as many listings, not as many buyers that are interested in getting into the market, or just a little bit skeptical about getting into the market. So from an agent perspective, Jerry, what do you think? Is it a good time to get into real estate right now?
I think it depends, I guess, on your approach. I think it's a good time. It's probably one of the best times to get into it because you're going to be hitting the ground in a tougher market. Mm-hmm. You're going to kind of feel the pain, if you will, for a little bit. Yeah. But you also have really good opportunities to learn from mistakes. Let me rewind that a little bit. Also depends, I think, on how you come into real estate. Are you solo? Are you just trying to wing it and figure it out by yourself? Or are you going and getting on a team, or do you have a mentor?
That's actually a really, really good thing that you bring up. It's how you're getting into real estate. Yeah. Is it a team? Is it solo agent? Have you never been in sales or helping people before? Or is it your first job? Right, there's a lot of context there, and who's helping you transition into that, because your runway to learning could be a lot different if you're joining a team who sells 200 homes and they have a lot of different training platforms and coaches available to help you through that.
That's right.
Also teammates available, versus just walking into an open house and saying, hey, I'm here 1 to 4, don't know how to help navigate the buyer or the seller through this stressful time. So I think that's a really good point that you bring up. How'd you get into real estate? Did you start solo, or did you go team first? Walk me through that really quick.
I was lucky enough to start on a small team and be mentored by a good friend, a really smart guy, did a lot of business too. And so I was able to, and so to speak, hit the ground running and learn from his mistakes early on.
Yep.
But, I was with him for about 4 years and sort of thought, I'm going to try this thing on my own.
Yeah.
And not being new. Yep. I mean, relatively not being new.
Yeah.
And went and did that for about 6 to 8 months and realized, holy crap, I really needed that help, the resources, the tutelage, just someone there to bounce things off. Am I doing this right? Did I mess this up? What should I do here?
Yep.
And we've got brokers that will help us with that, but it's not on the same level as like in an office, back to back to somebody and being able to just go, hey, Darren, help me with how I should answer this question or whatever the situation may be. Where that's, once I got in here, to be honest, I'd never seen anything like the way things are here at the Reed team. So it was really interesting, and then also super eye-opening to be able to go, oh my God, I can go over to Darren, I can go over to Nick, I can go to Jimmy, see whoever, and run something by them.
Yeah.
And save myself possibly.
Yes.
Some grief down the road.
Yeah, definitely. And it's one of those things where I look at it from, give you a sports analogy. We both love sports. So it's like an organization versus a team within that organization.
That's right.
Right? So if you join the NFL, you got the brothership of the NFL, but then you got the brothership of the actual team itself. And so it's a lot different.
Like the broker.
Yeah, it's like the broker, right? So it's like, you can go get help, but, they're managing the organization versus someone who is getting ready to block or tackle, and they are sitting right next to you, right?
It's a really good analogy.
So it's I thought about that on
Jimmy
the fly.
would be proud of that one. He likes the baseball ones.
I think he would. I know, right? It's your batting average. Don't know averages right now, so I'm not going to go there.
That's good.
But I think that's the benefit of having that breakdown. So what would you say for someone who's getting their license today, tomorrow, next month, versus going solo, or if they have a friend who's a broker, or what direction should they go in today's environment?
It's interesting. That's a really good question, because I don't know how I would have answered that a year ago.
Okay.
Whereas now that I'm here, we've got new folks on our team that weren't licensed when they came on the team. They came on as what do you call them? Interns.
Interns, yeah.
They came in as interns. They were training on, our systems and everything. They were getting in our meetings. So they had a lot of benefit ahead of time. Studied for their test, took their test. And then, like I said, with my previous experiences, they hit the ground running.
Yeah.
So over a year ago, I don't know how I would answer it. Now, I'm like, get on a team.
Yeah.
I don't think all teams are made equal, but
Yeah.
I think the benefit of having someone with experience leading you is going to be huge. It's going to help tremendously.
Yeah.
And I see it with the people who've just gotten their license and are just getting running. They're already, getting into transactions.
They're able to anticipate what's going to come around the corner.
They've got,
they have some. They're already working on these different things because it's tough because you're working with someone possibly who's never sold a home. Maybe they've bought the home, but they've never sold a home, or vice versa. They've never bought a home, right? So how are you going to help them navigate during one of the most stressful times of their life, and to help them anticipate some of the things that they don't see and how to prepare them for things that they don't see, right? And so I think being on a team and being part of a team that's going to invest in you and want to grow you and want to grow your business, they'll help you to start preparing and how to navigate someone else in their stressful time. And like you said, hit the ground running. So when they do get their license, they're ready to roll.
And like what you just said, it goes to what I'm saying. Like, I don't think all teams are created equal.
Yep.
Or developed equally or whatever. Like, because everything you described isn't necessarily what you're going to get.
Yeah.
But that said, I still think if you can't find the best team for whatever reason.
How do you find that? So how do you, for someone who is interviewing teams, right? How do you look at, if everyone's not created equal or no team's created equal, now of joining this team, like what questions would you ask when you're talking to those guys?
I was fortunate enough to be kind of referred to the Reed team. And so I was able to come in here and go, oh, wow, but I think if you're not able to do that, if that's not your possibility of getting in here, is
that a bomb that you just?
Yeah, my head exploded.
Okay.
When I was in here.
Hopefully we can get like an emoji or something that just just blows. Maybe like my fantasy team.
Totally. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I think what you need to do is you need to do your research, find some top producing teams, look them up, go to their websites. Just really dig in and see what they're doing. And then, of course, narrow them down and then go and interview with them.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're going to interview you too, but you want to know, are you a good fit?
Yeah.
Is the Reed team a good fit for you?
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. But the best thing to do is do your part of the interview. You're like, hey, what am I going to get out of this? What do you guys provide? But I think more than anything is research. Research on them and look at their production, check them out on their website. Like our website's dialed in. You get to know just about everything about our team on the website alone. So
and how are right now that you're in the market, you're rolling, obviously there's different things and every day that you're studying up on, getting training on, helping other agents. How are you navigating in real estate right now during the volatility, I'll call it, right? Because you don't know what the feds are going to say and what narrative is going to be created, which is going to create fear, which is going to create doubt. How are you navigating that personally, and then also personally in your business and with your clients?
Mostly or a big part of it is being prepared, and through what we do, we meet. What do we meet? 3 times a week.
3 times a week.
Just on preparing for objections, preparing for objections. Like what are people going to say? Interest rates are too high.
Yeah.
Prices are too high. I'm going to wait till next year. Whatever those things are, we practice them 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And then of course we're thinking about them the rest of the week because we're on our phone calls.
Yeah.
And so that's the other thing is hitting the phones and talking to as many people as you can because, you're going to, let's just say you talk to 300 people a week.
Yeah.
Probably 250 of those people are going to have a lot of those objections.
Yeah.
And so being prepared to answer your question is.
And then how do you prepare yourself in that environment? So knowing what to say. So that comes from training. Is that coming from like, where are you getting those ideas on how to bounce information off everyone? Are you doing your own independent research? Are you getting research from the team? Is it both? Is it?
Well, yeah, we're doing training with our role plays. Jimmy holds every Wednesday a training on some function of real estate.
Yeah.
And everybody gets involved, and we discuss that. But he gets us trained up on that stuff.
Yeah.
We're Zillow Flex team, so Zillow has immense amount of training materials that you can go through that I use a lot too. Keeping current matter, reading up on what's going on just to get a better idea of how to talk to those points, because they're just super these objections are really common. That's what the main ones are. There's like 3 right now.
Yeah.
And just getting a really good idea of how to not come at people, but meet them where they are and discuss it as like, hey, look, here's my concern with what your concern is.
Yes.
And let me lead you to what I think a good solution might be for
Yeah.
you, or at least for you to look into.
Yeah. And
Maybe it's not
good.
for you, but
and it's good too to be able to, what I would say with training in addition to what you're saying, is being able to dissect a question or dissect a concern, right? Is it a good time to buy? Well, hey, that depends. Like, are you looking to buy the home and move out tomorrow, next week, 6 months, a year? Where are you looking to buy? What's your price point? What's your goal after that? Or, hey, interest rates are high, right? Well, let's look at where prices are at. And if interest rates come back down, what do prices typically do? Let's look at that trend. So it gives people information to see the upside and downside of something. Then it allows them to make that decision on what's best for them. But I would say that's one of the beautiful things I think about when it comes to training, being involved in the right ecosystem, is it allows you to get a question, pull way back, go 30,000-foot view of the question, analyze it, and then help walk someone through how to answer that question for themselves, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's really big when it comes to how we're navigating the market as a team, how we're navigating the market as agents when we're out in the field alone, and how we are helping sellers and helping buyers in today's environment navigate their own questions with different types of solutions based off of what they're looking to accomplish.
Yeah.
I also think for agents that are coming into the market, going back to choosing and interviewing the right team, if you find the right team, there's probably a ton of opportunity out there. What have you seen, let's say, or some of the opportunities from now or potentially a year or 2 years ago? Are you seeing more opportunity? It's just more challenging to get someone to move or to sell? Like, what are you seeing personally?
Well, I was thinking like the last 9 months, 8-9 months. Yeah, it's become a little bit more challenging because of a lot of those things I was just talking about. People have it. A lot of buyers, in particular, have it in their minds that they just can't afford it for whatever reason, because of prices, because of interest rates, whatever those things are. And so I think our job is to do what you're talking about and just ask the right questions, meet them where they are, walk alongside of them, and kind of pull some of that objection out of them, pull those reasons for what they're thinking. You might find out that they've just never even spoken to a lender. They're just assuming because they went on a Zillow calculator or something like that.
Yep.
So I've met so many people where it's been that situation, and we've pulled some of that information out of their reasoning, their why, and got them to meet with our preferred lender or their lender, whatever it is. If they have someone they prefer, and finding out like, oh my God, Jerry, after all, we can afford to do this. We just need to do a couple things.
Yep.
Or hey, we can afford it, but this lender showed us the direction to get there in 2 to 3 years or a year, whatever that is. So I think it just opens them up. They're educated. They realize what they can and can't do, and that's bringing value either way.
Yeah.
So then you got trust with them, and when they're able to do that, hopefully you'll be working with them because you have a relationship.
So if people do what you're coaching them to do, they're working hard, they're joining the right team, right organization, and the right team. They're role playing. They have mentors. when they start to get busy, you have little ones, I have little ones, both married, so busy businesses, also busy personal lives, right? So how do you, or what coaching or feedback would you give someone that is trying to do it by themselves, but they're burnt out? Or is there a work-life balance on a team? Is there a work-life balance not on a team? Like, how would you, what feedback would you give someone?
Oh, Matt, Jimmy 101.
Yeah.
Go by your calendar. Block your calendar off.
Yeah.
Make time for work, obviously, so you're successful in that. And then make time for your personal time with your family, for yourself.
Yeah.
So you're not, at the end of the day, you've blown your calendar up and you've been working your butt off, but you're bummed out because you didn't go work out or whatever you do. Saturdays, soccer days, sports days, you know, that you want to make sure you make that time to go spend that time if you have kids with your kids, or go out with your, you know, it's just block scheduling.
Yeah.
And Jimmy has like hammered that into me.
Yeah.
It took a minute.
Yeah.
But it's helped me a lot. It's helped me a lot with that work-life, or that work-life balance.
Yeah, being able to, because then if you're, one of my big things, what I would typically do is not follow the calendar like I should be, but I would still get to point A and point B. But I wouldn't be there. I'll be there physically, but mentally I wouldn't be there because I didn't take care of A or I didn't finish B.
Thinking about that.
So if I'm at the park, it's like I'm at the park, but I'm really not at the park. I'm taking care of things I probably should have taken care of early in the day, and vice versa. If I'm at work, then it's like, oh man, I didn't spend time with the family. I didn't do these things. So it's following the calendar and then doing what the calendar says you should do, so you can be fully present at whatever thing you're looking to accomplish that day.
Work or life, or work or personal life.
Yeah,
100%. I agree with that.
Makes a bunch of sense. So everyone, hopefully this was helpful for any newer agent or agent that's been in the business for quite some time. Again, this is Real Estate Roundtable. I'm Darren. This is Jerry, and hope to talk to you guys all soon.
Yeah. See you guys.
Hey, thanks again for listening to the Real Estate Roundtable. If you'd like to connect with any of the sales partners here on the REIT team, our information is below, and we'd love to chat with you.